Hey YouTube, just wanted to check in and tell you a little bit about a new project I've been working on. I've been talking with the folks down at tobaccopipes.com, and they were good enough to allow me to help design a new promotion, a tobacco package deal, and a special for IPSD. So that's what I'm going to show you. In short, the package deal is pretty simple. You buy 3 tins and you get 3 samples for free. And these are not small samples. These are 3 half-ounce samples. Collectively, that's 1.5 ounces. That's essentially a tin. So to summarize, you buy 3 tins and you get a 4th tin for free, essentially. So let me tell you a little bit about my thought process behind choosing the 3 tins here, the trio. I wanted to have a common theme, so I chose 3 English blends. But I also wanted it to be a package deal that would make sense both to the new pipe smoker who's looking for a variety, but also the more seasoned guys who are looking for a combination of variety but also familiarity, something they've already smoked before. So on the familiarity side, I went with Frogmorton Cellar. And this is one, to be honest, I didn't actually like back in the day when it blew up. It was all over YouTube. Everybody was talking about it. It was in everybody's top 10. And I was kind of sitting there scratching my chin, thinking, what did I miss? Why wasn't I crazy about this? And then for me personally, something funny happened. I ordered a tin of GLP's Virginia Cream, also a bourbon cased or conditioned tobacco, and I love that stuff right off the first bowl. And I went through the whole thing in probably 4 or 5 days and really developed a taste and an appreciation for that bourbon-like flavor. And when I finished that, then I came back to this, and I'll be damned, it was a whole new experience for me. So this is something I'm going to keep on hand from now on. It has a special place in my rotation. It's not one of those blends you want to smoke every day. You don't want bourbon every day. But it hits that certain sweet tooth in a way that almost no other blends can. So that's the familiarity side. On the other two, here's where we're kind of stretching a little bit. Here's the aspect of newness. So the next one is something that you hear a little bit about, but still not that much, and that's Cornell & Deal's Raja's Court. Also an English blend, a little bit wider in Latakia than Frogmorton Cellar. This is one I bought on a whim. I threw it in my cart sometime over the summer, had low expectations, got it, opened it up, first bowl blew me away. And it's something that I've been ordering ever since. So a real find in 2015 for me is Raja's Court. And then a close cousin, although not quite a brother, they're similar but still different enough to be distinct, would be Cornell & Deal's Crooked Lane. There's an interesting story behind this one as well. This is one I actually didn't buy. This was gifted to me by one of my viewers that lives here in Raleigh, and he already knew kind of what I liked, and he gifted me a tin of this. Again, I had low expectations, and I'll be damned. I actually, to be honest with you, I kind of prefer this over Raja's Court some days. Again, cousins, not quite brothers, very similar, but I love smoking them back to back because I love being able to tease out the difference between the two. So there's the 3. Again, kind of a mixture of familiarity and newness. On the sampler front, I wanted to pick 3 samplers that, again, had a common theme to them. There's already enough English here, a good amount of English to last for a while. So I wanted to pick something that I think a lot of people would like to try, but don't really want to spend a lot of money on. So GLP's is a great brand. A lot of people love at least a handful of their blends, but they're a little bit more of a premium price. So I thought, what better way to kind of get a feeling and a sampling of GLP's than to include it in this package deal. So I went with 3 GLP's blends. I went with Cairo, Cumberland, and Laganda. So I think by these 3, again, it's going to give you a nice, well-rounded view and help develop your palate toward what GLP's can offer. Again, GLP's is made by Cornell & Deal. It's made in the same plant with the same tobaccos. But I think we'd all agree, or some people would agree, that the recipes for GLP's do stand out from the rest of the portfolio of Cornell & Deal. So I thought that'd be a good combo to include in this trio. So next, I'm going to show you just a little bit of analysis, give you a little bit more insight, because I did think a lot about this, about how these 3 blends stack up from a component standpoint. So I'm going to show you a table here, and we're going to look at which blends have which components and which ones don't have them. Oh, before we continue, I wanted to show off my recent purchase here. This is my new Jacono, apple shape. Beautiful little pipe. Got kind of a shiny, glossy finish. This is one of my dressier pipes. This is one that I'm a little more protective of taking outside the house. But beautiful little piece. I love this pipe. And it's a new maker for me. Never had a Jacono before. Okay, so here's another reason why these three tins, I think, make a very interesting combination. And it's because each one has a different component profile, which you can see right here. So out of the 7 components listed, you can see that Crooked Lane has 6 of them. And then next on the list is Raj's Court, which has 4 components. And to the far right, Throgmorton Cellar has 3 components. So collectively, they kind of allow you to explore the full spectrum of components, but just from different vantage points. For example, Throgmorton Cellar, there you're going to get a larger helping of 3 components, as opposed to Crooked Lane, you're going to get a wider variety, but you're going to get a smaller portion of each, and that results in a very different smoking experience. Another reason I think this trio is interesting is that they all offer different levels of latakia, different levels of smokiness. On the far light side, you have Crooked Lane, and at the heaviest side, you have Throgmorton Cellar. And then Raj's Court is somewhere in the middle. So all in all, I think this makes for a unique combination, kind of a unique trio. And when you add the GLP samplers in there, I think it makes it even more interesting. So if this sounds like something you'd like to try, just click on the link below. It'll take you to tobaccopipes.com and give it a shot if it sounds like something up your alley. One more thing about Tobacco Pipes is they always have free shipping on everything. It's not just for this deal. And if you live outside of Florida, there's no sales tax. That's another reason why I like their site. And the last topic I wanted to talk about was I wanted to establish a once a month Google Hangout for the YTPC. For those of you who don't know what a Google Hangout is, it's kind of like Skype, but it's just easier and faster for putting together kind of a multi-person chat to hold up to 10 or 15 people. So I'm not quite sure on the day of the month. I wanted to do it once a month. So just shoot me an email at the email below and I'll keep you updated. But I'm thinking of probably starting in March. All right, guys, I want to say thanks again for watching. I definitely appreciate it. I was going to include just a short clip in here that kind of summarizes my whole tobacco journey so far. So hope you'll like it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again.